Welcome back to the Small Time Critics. I am Mohammed Hashi, and I am joined by the venerable
TRIZLUCENT.
That's my guy. And of course, the youngest in charge is still here. And Editor Supremo, Junior is still here as well.
Editor Supremo.
Come on, bro.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Iterations of that, man. Come on.
Iterations of it.
You know what I mean?
That name is so funny.
And as you can see from the thumbnail, we are talking about a film. It is a film, right?
It is.
It is a film. Yeah, it is a film.
Technically, yeah.
It is a film. Know what I mean? Again, the BBFC have classed as a film, so we are gonna review it. And it is Havoc with Tom Hardy. And it's directed by, before this, I thought it was quite a good accomplished director by the name of Gareth Evans.
Crazy.
And yeah, we're going to review this, guys. And I'm not too sure how long we're going to talk about it, but we are going to talk about it. But before we do, subscribe, like this video, comment, hit that bell notification, please. Follow everyone that's on this dais. And please, 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 give us some help in the comment section because we're going to need it. All right, guys. Havoc. Junior, please start us off.
Oh, God. All right, cool. I'm just going to start this off. All right. So, I was excited for this film. Okay. I like the director.
So was I. That's a valid point.
I like the director.
Yeah.
Of course, he did The Raid 2. He also did Gangs of London TV show as well. So I known him for being like very much into doing action films.
Yes.
And being good at doing action films and doing like crazy
Set
camera
pieces.
movements.
Yes.
So with Tom Hardy being involved, obviously, I think Tom Hardy is a good actor. I thought so. I had like somewhat of expectations for it. Obviously, Tom Hardy is known for also doing like MMA, so he has a background into fighting as well. So I thought he's gonna do like his own stunts and do his own thing. So I was somewhat excited to check out this film and see what it's all about. Gave it a watch on Netflix, and just to like sum things up, like I was probably like from 5 minutes in the film, like extremely disappointed about the direction this film was going. It was a lot of CGI happening, like off the rip. That was like, what is going on here? There was like a lot of film grains. Look, if you're not gonna film a film, then don't put film grains on the screen. And then from throughout, I watched it all the way to the end to make sure I actually get in totality. And from it, I was just like, there was a lot of action in it, of course, there's some action moments, but a lot of it just felt flat. I'm seeing a lot of people actually champion this film, but for myself, I did not like this film. I thought it was kind of, to be honest with you, kind of wasting my time to watch this film. I feel like we had somewhat of a good director and a great actor involved, and it just became up pretty much a shit show of wasting budget on a film that could have went to something completely different. I guess that's my overall view. I guess we can get into spoilers, I can get details about the certain scenes, but overall I was not happy.
I do want to get everyone's general thoughts. Thank you for that. For me, I just want to go now.
I want to go now.
Huh?
I want to go now.
Go ahead.
Me first.
Go ahead, bro.
Bro, this is like some Max Payne meets fucking, I don't even know. We can't even call it The Raid, bro. Bro, my brother should be embarrassed, bro. But the one thing, just to say one thing, yeah, because I want to put this point out there.
Yeah.
This film has been what was in principal photography in 2021, bro. So this is a film that was like, this is like pandemic ridden, bro. This movie. So it's been sitting there on the sidelines for time. You see what I'm saying? And brother, you can fucking see it, bro.
Yeah.
You can fucking see it. This is an abomination of a film, bro.
Yeah.
And Netflix need to really, I mean, they don't need to because they're fucking up and I'm poor, so who the fuck am I to talk? But bro, they need to really seriously look themselves in the mirror, bro, and think, what the fuck are they putting out, bro? Because I know it's got Tom Hardy in it, that's fair enough. I know you got My Man that made The Raid and Gangs of London, all that kind of good stuff, bro. That's fantastic, bro. But what they're doing is ridiculous, bro, for the actual medium of film, bro. It's ridiculous, bro. And I feel like I know me and you had a conversation today, we were talking about Apple TV, obviously they get a lot of stars, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. That's fantastic, bro. But bro, at least they're making good shows, bro. They're making shows with actual substance in there.
Yeah.
Things that are actual interesting, you know what I'm saying? And things that actually, you know what I'm saying?
You mentioned substance, but like, I didn't expect this to have substance. I expected
I'm
it
not
to be
saying
like a
I'm not,
gangbang,
I'm not
shoot,
saying
shoot,
I'm not saying I
John
didn't
Wick
expect to have
stuff.
some. When I say something, I'm not saying I didn't expect to have. I'm not walking in there like waiting for John Wick. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I wasn't expecting that.
John Wick
But
doesn't have really much substance.
Hey. Be careful, hey. There's going to be no slander
I like
on John Wick.
but John Wick don't have substance.
There's no slander here.
You know what?
No slander here.
Same.
But
Sorry,
bro, when you watch this film, bro, he said something to me like maybe 2 weeks ago about the CGI and I was like, let's see what happens. But bro,
Oh my
it
God.
felt like I was playing Time Crisis,
And
bro.
that's the beginning scene.
It was like Need for Speed, fam. I was
Bro.
like, bro, this is insane.
Yo, tag me in.
Bro, take it away.
All right.
On your left. There you go.
Thank you. This film's slop. It's slop.
Netflix, you hear what this guy said?
Listen. Did you hear what you said about the film?
What you say about your movie?
What did you say about the film? And I think that the interesting conversation isn't about this film. It's about how this film was made and how something like this could have happened. I think that's a more interesting conversation that we're going to have. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because this film took me 5 tries to finish. Like it was morally reprehensible, the opening scene of the film. Morally reprehensible. You know what I'm saying? Not the kind of little kind of like monologue that he does at the start. It's more of the kind of the chase scene. And the Unreal Engine. It looks like a freaking a PS3 cutscene.
The 16-wheeler moving like a fucking Corvette, bro.
Oh my God. And you see these freaking sedans moving like they're freaking F1 cars.
And you know the thing is with that scene, I was trying to think, is this the style they're going for? They're trying to make it like Sin City.
Yeah, it's
or
Sin
trying to
City,
make
bro.
it-
That's what I thought, you know,
make it
at one
comic
point.
book.
That's
And
me.
I was trying to give it hope, like, okay, maybe this is the style. But then as the film was carrying on, I was like, oh, this ain't.
You're so funny.
This ain't it.
Sorry to cut you off, bro.
Yeah.
I actually thought that this film was gonna be like half animated and half like live action.
That's what was giving me.
I swear that
that's what I was giving me.
I swear that I thought that.
Some of the green screens alone was so
Jesus
bad.
Christ. Jesus Christ.
And I'm not gonna lie to you, you have heavyweights. You have an Academy Award winner, Forrest Whitaker, in a scene with an outstanding actor, Tom Hardy, reading the most wooden dialogue you've ever heard on God's green earth. And you're thinking, how has this, in your words, abomination been made? You know what I'm saying? And I just couldn't believe it. And it really, really hurt my heart because, again, like you're saying, bro, you worry about the medium that we love. And is this what streaming is going to become? It's just like these kind of very,
that's what
very
streaming is.
hokey. Oh, you already think it is like that?
Yeah.
Very, very hokey, kind of very, very like at best mid films. But this film was so poor, so poor. And again, I'm looking forward to kind of we'll go into spoilers. Again, it doesn't really matter. This film, like this plot, isn't really there. But anyway, Elijah, please.
Don't even start by like.
Okay.
I didn't think this movie was that bad.
I'm actually.
Don't
Look, I'm not gonna do that.
dare.
I'm not gonna do that. But I'm gonna start on a more positive note. Yeah.
You work for Netflix.
I'm gonna give credit where credit is due. Yeah. Junior already touched on a thing about how obviously Tom Hardy is an MMA fighter, and the film.
It's more no. He's a BJJ,
Well, BJJ
practitioner.
Okay,
Come on,
sure.
guys.
He's a what?
That.
A BJJ practitioner. That's what it's called.
That he's that.
Yeah.
And
That's the term, guys. Don't. That's the term.
look at this guy.
That's the
Let
term.
us know what you think in the comments below.
Please do.
Anyway, so he does martial arts, yeah, and
Yeah.
the film used that. In all his scenes, you could tell that he uses body weight. They were choreographed decently, as you'd expect from someone that did the raid, right?
Of course, yeah.
And that's the only good I can talk about this movie. It felt like every scene that didn't have action was a cutscene from a video game leading you into the action.
Yeah.
Like,
I'll let you finish.
they're talking here, and then you're just like, okay, cool, this is going to lead to this fight, this into that fight, into that fight. And I genuinely only watched this movie. I only went through, similar to you, it took me 3 tries. Like, the first 15
Took
minutes.
me 5, by the way.
First 15 minutes, I was like, oh, okay, cool. And then I gave it another shot. And then I was on call this time, so I wasn't actually paying attention. And third time I watched it, I actually, saw what the plot of this was. And it felt like there was so many subplots that led to nothing, so many random characters that didn't really need to be in the movie. But again, hats off to all the stunts, all the people that did the action scenes. There's an actress in here. I think she's
Michelle
an MMA
Watterson.
fighter.
She's an MMA fighter. She used to be in UFC.
She was amazing, man. Like
Yeah.
UFC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Michelle, what she was?
You know the one that beat up Tom Hardy at the end?
Yeah.
Okay.
The second boss.
Yeah.
You know the boss you fight before the main boss. that's what she was.
Why does everyone look like the Timothy Oliphant as well? Every one of them got the same haircut. They got all these police officers got the same haircut, same grey. I couldn't even tell the difference, bro. Unless he was giving dialogue.
This film had Timothy Oliphant,
Yeah.
Forrest Whitaker,
Forrest Whitaker
and Tom Hardy.
Here for the bag.
Here for the bag.
Cover
Yeah.
the mortgage, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, how much is the
Extension
rent?
on the Malibu
Fam,
Beach House. Ridiculous.
fam, bro, because
That was
this
nuts, man.
this film, and you know what just jars me so much is that because you look at you got these movies like, let's say the superhero movies, and we complain all the time like, oh, the CGI is so bad, blah blah blah. But a film like this, bro, you know what I'm saying? You don't need to go heavy on CGI. Do you know what I'm saying? And the worst thing, everything's in the fucking dark as well.
Yeah,
But it's like,
it
bro,
was so dark.
Yeah.
I think like there's buckets in it that I think there's
weird.
CGI, bro. Everything is just fucking CGI in this movie, bro. Like this movie's ridiculous, bro.
It was
And
the-
so go.
Sorry,
What
no,
was I
you
saying?
finish.
No, it just makes me genuinely worried about, because obviously, look, I love Tom Hardy as an actor. I think this guy's fantastic, bro. And it makes me genuinely worried about what. And going back to, because we had this conversation today, like this is a guy that was up for an Oscar, bruv.
Yeah, for Revenant. Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, what are these kind of acting choices that you're making, bro? Like, I understand Venom, cash cow, why
Money-
not? Do you know
the
what I'm
bag,
saying?
yeah.
I don't like the Venom franchise like that. I didn't mind the first. You know what? I didn't like the first one, but when I was the other two, I realized the first one's great. You know what I'm saying? But bro, I can understand movies like that. But fam, something like this, bro, this doesn't even need your time. So me and him saw something. I forgot what it was even called, bro. But it had Kelsey Grammer in it, bro, and it was absolutely nonsense, bro. The Bitcoin thing, whatever the fuck that was, bro.
Paper Empire.
Bro, madness, bro. And honestly, streaming. If this is what it's gonna become, bro, I don't want it. Do you know what I'm saying, bro?
That's what it is.
Nah, but it wasn't that when we first
Nah, it
started.
wasn't
Wasn't that when it
like
first started? When it first
That's
started.
what
When it first started, we had House of Cards.
That's
Bro,
what it is.
when it first
That's
started,
what
this
it
was
is
not
now.
streaming, bro.
I've seen an interview with Pete Davidson where he speaks about how there's actually speaking to like producers, where it's like now, especially with Netflix, shout out to Netflix, but there's a lot of like movies and TV shows where they actually make sure they
yes.
make it where people are actually able to be on their phones, so they don't have
Yes.
to focus. too
So
much
these
on it.
characters that I've seen in this article, essentially where Netflix apparently, again, this is all kind of, you know, I mean, allegedly, so to speak, they're telling kind of screenwriters to put in to the script the characters to say exposition out loud, so people who are folding their laundry or on their phone can hear it and
No
still
way.
follow the film
Yeah.
or the TV show.
Crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's what's happening. There's a lot. We can all tell when we're watching a film where it's like the script is like there's certain stuff that's being said where it's clearly like
Oh,
I can just
bro.
watch. I can be on my phone or be doing work and still
Honestly,
be watching it.
Honestly, movies like this, bro, they make me just feel like, bro, money laundering is just real, bro. Because,
Yeah.
fam, this is crazy, bro. Bro, like I couldn't imagine being an exec, yeah, and then someone coming to me and being like, "Yo, man, really got a great idea for a movie. We want to put this out." And then they told me this and told me the kind of stuff, the kind of techniques they're going to be using, bro. I have to slap them. Because I was like, this is madness, bro.
No way.
You want me to give you money for this?
Yeah.
Fam.
But to be fair, like people do like this film. There's an audience of people that. Are
So there's always,
this film.
that's one thing I've realised. That's one thing
So
I've
there's an audience
realised.
for
There's
that.
always an audience for something, bro.
Yeah.
Some of the worst movies of all
But
time,
again,
bro. Someone
it's-
loves them.
It's so someone, the worst film out there, it's someone's favorite.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's so true.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And again, and every single metric, this film's not good. But what I want to kind of discuss with you guys is, how does something like this happen? Is this because of Tom Hardy? Is this because of his kind of star power that gets this done? You made a good point earlier when I was speaking of camera. How is he making these kind of bad choices in his career when he's had such a stellar career thus far?
Bro, honestly, it's I don't know, it's quite a conundrum, bro. Only he knows, bro. You know what I'm saying? Can he not be asked?
I think the budgets for stuff has gone down drastically where an actor like him is not going to make that type of money like he once was. So he may have to be in a lot of stuff then.
Okay.
I
he used to.
mean, I know
We've seen some of the biggest actors do a lot of stuff. Like, why is Brad Pitt in so much stuff nowadays? Why is Leonardo DiCaprio?
No, but you're
in so much
saying
stuff
that. You're
nowadays?
saying that.
These big
But
elite actors are, they're all on breaks for, or like being films that every like once every like 5 years or so. But now you're seeing them in like movies, you see them in TV shows. The budgets in Hollywood in general has gone down drastically. Where like, you're not, unless you're doing like a Marvel film, you're not going to get a huge amount of money for doing a project.
Well, but it's the thing, bro. And obviously, I would think that Tom Hardy is an artist more than just an actor. Do you know what I'm saying? He loves the craft, or he appreciates the work that he's doing.
Would you say that when he has a roster of doing like big films, like The Revenant, but
No,
then
but this is what I'm trying to say.
doing Venom,
But
and then doing this, and then doing Mobland?
No, but
he's clearly not just doing it just for the art.
But what I'm trying to say is that I would think that he is someone that appreciates the art. That's what I'm saying. I would think that, right? Because you got actors like, you've got people like Matt Damon, you've got Ben Affleck. These are actors that, grew up together, you know what I'm saying, make so many, you know what I'm saying, fucking movies together, all this kind of stuff, yeah? And these are guys that have produced their own movies, all this kind of stuff, and they are from the days of the VHS, bro, where they was making movies that literally wasn't supposed to make great money in the cinema. They made all their money the second they went to video. Do you know what I'm saying? And obviously now that element of things has gone, now you've got just straight to streaming or whatever might have thing it may be. There has definitely been a massive decline in the things that have been able to be put out, because now you have to bankroll it yourself if you want to really put it out. Do you know what I'm saying? Or you have to be some sort of big commodity to try and get these things funded. Fair enough, but you've got things like The Accountant 2. I'm not saying that I like the movie. Do you know what I'm saying? But Ben Affleck got his own studio. Do you know what I'm saying? He's done his. Which studio thinged it?
So MGM Studios with Amazon collaboration plus WB
Do you know what I'm
and
saying?
artist equity.
But this is what I'm saying. He managed to get bankroll, but it's a good movie. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not my favorite kind of movie or whatever, but it's a decent film. And it's someone that has his own idea, original idea, they wanted to put it out. Blah blah. Done. Cool. But things like this, bro, this Havoc thing, bro, these things should not even be made.
If you mentioned Ben Affleck, you're mentioning someone that's probably more in the side of producing stuff. We're talking about someone like Tom Holland's probably just more of like, someone give me a script, give me a film.
But that's what I said about people that love the art, bro. People that love the craft. Because, like, look, I'll cuss out Tyler Perry as much as I want to, bro, but the guy has not stopped. Do you know what I'm saying? He's got his own studio, he's got his own lot, he's making his own movies, you know what I'm saying? People are paying to use his bit, you know what I'm saying? His lot for their movies and stuff. He obviously has a passion for this shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
While that I don't like any of the movies, besides how Diary of a Mad Black Woman, really did like that film. But you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I just don't know where the love for the actual medium has gone, bro. And when I watch films like this, bro, it makes me upset, bro, because I like Gun Fu as much as anyone else, bro. Do you know what I'm saying, bro?
Same.
But when you're watching that, bro, it's like, because there's the best part of the film for me, yeah, because there was a good part of it, which is the fight in the nightclub. Can't lie, bro, that shaky cam, bro, if you was like, you know what I'm saying, bro, on some sort of drug, bro, they just said, yo, you're dying out, bro. Whoever was on that camera was dying, bro. With that camera, he was all over the place.
Unlimited bullets, and
bro, unlimited bullets.
You know, I don't watch too much like Star Wars, but they were shooting like they were stormtroopers,
bro.
Gun bullets were hitting everywhere, no aim.
I'm pretty sure
there was one bit
guy,
someone was standing still,
bro,
and bullet just went around him.
I'm pretty sure
there's the same bit. Like the guy was stood, they shot, and
It's
then
the end.
people behind him, they died. He was fine.
Bro,
So it went through him.
there was a scene one brother got
Pulp
clapped, I swear down, 20 times, 30 times, bro. But then the
Then he
woman
stood up.
he stood up, he stands up at the end, bro.
Running.
And I was like, what? And I was like, what the hell's Hashi made me watch, bro? Why are you wasting my time, bro? I'm listening this morning, angry.
Oh,
I was
he's
like,
angry.
bro,
He was angry.
Oh, he was-
Truce was
I was
angry.
this morning, bro.
that's
And I was like, I couldn't play Marvel Rivals, bro. What the fuck am I doing this shit?
Just to go back on your point, though, I think like art in it's very subjective. There's obviously an audience for this movie, and there's definitely somewhere, somehow, someone's been inspired by it to either do it better or to keep making film. Like if every movie was only being acclaimed because of how like star-studded it was, or because it was like this well produced, then small film creators aren't going to have that, obviously, that budget or that capacity, so they don't get in that that inspiration to then go out there. However, a film like this could say, okay, if someone can make this and it be accepted by
do
Netflix,
anything.
not necessarily I could do anything, but it does inspire you to then hone your craft and do something better. Like it's obviously like it's not a great movie by any means, but
Oh, so you think he made a bad film to inspire the next generation of filmmakers?
that's not
No,
what I'm
but it's
saying.
like
But I'm saying the art, like we can't obviously go too hard on it because like crazy. We can't diss it too much because there's definitely there's someone out there that's gonna look at this
There's
film
definitely
and
elements
do you know what I
in it
mean?
that
There's,
someone
it's
can
not like
inspire
irredeemable. Like I said, the action's great, right? When there is action.
Bro, no, it's not.
No,
Wow.
Have you seen The Raid? The Raid was great. The action.
Raid's a masterpiece, man.
The action in The Raid is great, bro. And like this CGI slop, whatever. Because even when the woman's got that little axe thing and she's clapping people in the club, like the blood looks so congealed and weird when it's coming out of the people's body. It's just
I feel like it didn't
weird film.
commit. It didn't commit to whatever style that was.
But this is what I'm trying to say.
But also save money probably.
No,
Exactly.
because like I
There's
said,
all these issues.
They said we're gonna make it
COVID.
into a comic book style. We're gonna have like those comic book strips like transition to each of the scenes, then maybe I would appreciate it a lot
No,
more.
but that's what I'm saying. That's what I feel like, because it was made in the pandemic, or coming out of the pandemic, whenever, around that kind of period of time. It's obviously it's a director that's wanted to get his vision out. He's campaigned for this film. He really wants it to come out. So yeah, I'm saying fair enough to him. It was made then with all the obstacles that was in front of him, and he wanted it to get out there. Big mistake, bro. Should have let this one burn.
I think from you saying that, this could have been a thing of like it got half done, pandemic happened, and now we're gonna do a fat budget cut on it.
They had to do reshoots for this.
Yeah, so
they had to do reshoots
just
for
make
this.
do with what you have, and that's why
Yeah.
you got a bunch of CGI scenes.
And the VFX artists,
He
they
should've
might
made it
not
a
been
short
paid
film then.
properly, all
Yeah.
that stuff. You know.
Or they should have just freaking shut it.
I would have
and
shelved
just-
this.
Yeah, I would have
Bro,
shelved it.
listen,
shelved
if they shelved Acme versus, what the hell was it called again?
It's coming back though.
It's coming back, but I'm saying they shelved that for time. That
Yeah,
means it got
they-
shelved, right?
Yeah.
Shelved
They
Batman,
shelved that,
Batgirl,
bro. Yeah, they shelved Batgirl for good reason, bro. Because Peter Safran said this is gonna harm DC. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh shit.
And you know what I'm saying? And people,
That's a
people,
statement.
That must have been that bad. That
people that
must
are
That's
up
a
there,
statement.
people that are up there on Netflix should be able to look in the mirror and be like, you know what? This is actually gonna harm the brand, bro. If we put
Yeah.
something like this out. And the thing is, bro, sometimes it doesn't matter whoever you have in there. You could have, you know what I'm saying? You could have Michael Jackson in the movie, bro. It doesn't matter, bro. If it ain't good, bro, you know what I'm saying? You can't go out.
Michael Jackson's in a
Ma-
movie.
Michael Jackson's the gold standard.
I'm
I love
watching
that.
You know what I'm saying? Oh,
He
have
came
you ever
back.
seen Moonwalker? Come on now.
He
You
came
know
back
what
from
I'm
the
saying?
dead just to do a film. I'm
Bro,
watching that, man.
I'm not putting it out. If it ain't good enough, bro. If it ain't good enough, you don't put it out, bro.
Fair play.
Bro, great directors, bro. You want to be a great director. You know that yourself. This is whereas you know yourself. If it ain't great, bro, it ain't going in. It's not going out, bro.
not coming
I know if you made a bad movie, you'd say I ain't putting it out.
Bro, put it this way. The guy who wrote Last of Us, again, that's a whole separate discussion. But again, the guy who did Chernobyl, essentially, like, asked the studio that did Lionsgate to take his name off Borderlands.
Oh yeah.
Yes, he asked to take my name off it. And
It's got John Donay on it. It's got John Donay.
Some John Donay. Yeah,
So
some
he
John
did it,
Donay.
and then he said to take him off.
Take him off because
he
he
didn't
was
do it.
one of the writers.
Oh,
but then,
right,
Then
okay.
he got taken off
Someone has
him,
to
and
cover.
someone
Okay.
jumped in and
Right.
made
And what
they
did Quentin do?
Quentin took his name off of, oh my goodness, A True Romance, because he was so upset at what Oliver Stone did.
See, so this is what I'm trying to say, bro. It's me personally, fam. That movie there was
Yeah.
bad, bro. Was bad.
It definitely was bad.
Shout out movies that actually bring back cinema, like Panda Plan, big movie.
Oh yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. He knows
Wait,
that's
whoa.
gonna. He knows that's gonna irk me. No, don't do that. Don't do
Dude,
that.
what are you doing, bro? Have
I
you
was like-
don't?
Don't even get into it.
I don't know if I can say that.
Listen, don't even get into it. We've talked about this movie way too long, guys. Let's get out of here. STC scores. Triz, you're first.
Scores.
Yes.
You have to rate this.
Unfortunately, we do professional obligation.
Well, for the action scenes alone.
Nah, just the film.
No, just the film.
film,
Just
but like-
flat.
Yeah, man.
Film action scenes, innit? Like, supposed to, okay. Well, based off the film, with the action scenes, then I would say I'd probably give 3.5. Not bad.
Okay.
3.
Junior,
It's a 2-piece of ass.
Damn.
play.
Shit trash, yo.
Eli.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say 2.
That shit trash.
I'm gonna be nice and say 2.5.
Shout out Netflix.
That's nice, yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice.
It's 0.5.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Terrible.
Come on, bro.
But you said the great point. Like, it's definitely one of those movies where like you don't really need to be looking at the screen.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
you can walk out.
Why would you?
come back
Why would
and-
you want to make a movie
I know
where you don't look at the
exactly.
screen?
That's
Yeah,
that's what the
okay.
issue is.
What an indictment. What an indictment, guys. Anyway, please,
It's
guys,
nuts.
like, comment, subscribe. Please help us out in the comment section. Tell us what you think. You know what I mean? Maybe there's people in this world that actually do like it.
Yeah, if you like
if you're one of those people,
say it.
please explain why.
And
Be
You know what I'm saying?
Put your socials there so
Be
I can
brave.
message you directly.
Exactly. Exactly. You know what I mean? Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And we will see you on the next one. Peace.